Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Usman and you are watching Astrological Guide. In today's video, our topic is monthly prediction of April 2024 for all the Sagittarius Ascendant people. In today's video, we will talk about how will be the month of April for all the Sagittarius Ascendant people in the month of April. First of all, we will talk about Sun. For all the Sagittarius Ascendant people, Sun controls your ninth house, and right now your ninth house Lord is moving in your fourth house, and Sun will stay here till 14th of April. After 14th of April, Sun will move from your fourth house to fifth house in the sign of Aries. You also had solar eclipse in your fourth house on 8th of April. But about solar eclipse, we will talk about later in this video. Right now, we are only talking about ninth house Lord being transiting in your fourth house, and after 14th of April, Sun will be moving in your fifth house. So, ninth house will be your father, teachings of your father, your teachers, mentors, guider, advisor, your post-grad education is seen from ninth house, your higher education, your religious knowledge, religious inclination is seen from ninth house, your long distance travel is also seen from ninth house. Fourth house will be your home, your mother is seen from fourth house, your mother's relationship is seen from fourth house, your properties, your vehicles, your comfort in life is also seen from fourth house. Your how much comfort you will have in your life, how much peace you will have in your life, how much mental how much mental peace you will have in your life is also seen from fourth house. Saturn and ninth house Lord will be moving in your fourth house, and Rahu is already moving in your fourth house. So we can expect in the month of April, your major events will be related to your home, properties, vehicles. And one thing is very important to discuss here is that Rahu is already moving in your fourth house. You need to be take care of you. One thing is very important to mention is that Rahu is already moving in your fourth house, and ninth house Lord being moving in your fourth house, you may have to face some type of difficulty. You may have to face some type of difficulty. You may have to face some type of discomfort regarding your fourth house related matter. But Venus is right now moving in its exalted position, so that's why we can say you will get good result regarding your fourth house related matter. You will have the support of Venus. But after 14th of April, when your 14th of April, when your ninth house Lord will be moving in your fifth house, where Jupiter is already moving to fifth house, deal with your mental abilities, your planning abilities, your planning abilities, your love relationship, your girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, all of these things seen from fifth house. Your children, if you are married, then your children seen from fifth house. Your early education, your mental abilities, your planning abilities, and throne is also seen from fifth house. So when your ninth house Lord will be moving in your fifth house, and Jupiter is already moving in your fifth house, so we can expect great result regarding your higher education related matter and your general education related matter if you are in education life. Also, we can expect if you are married, then we can expect you may have good result in the month of April regarding being your ninth house Lord will be moving in your fifth house, and Jupiter is already moving in your fifth house. So we can expect these results from for all the Sagittarius Ascendant people in the month of April. Yes, Ascendant people, Mercury controls your 10th house and your 7th house, and right now your 10th house and 7th house Lord is moving in your fifth house in the sign of Aries. Move from your fourth house to your fifth house after 31st of March, and Mercury is about to turn in the retrograde motion, about to turn into its retrograde motion, and will move from your fifth house to fourth house in the sign of Pisces, and will stay retrograde till 25th of April. 10th house will be your work environment is seen from 10th house. Your superior, your bosses, how much authority you will have in your life, how far you can go in your career, in your life, in your post is also seen from 10th house. Your co-worker, your work environment is also represented by 10th house. 7th house will be your marriage, your relationships in journal is seen from 7th house. Other people's, how you will meet others and how others perceive you when you will meet others. Other people, how you will meet others and how others perceive you when you will meet others, also seen from 7th house. All the other relationships in journal, your life is also seen from 7th house. Your commitment, your legal binding, your agreemented thing is seen from 7th house. Your business partnership is also seen from 7th house. So your 7th house and 10th house lord will be moving in its retrograde motion in the sign of Pisces in your 4th house. One thing is very important to mention here is that Ketu is moving in your 10th house after 30th October 2023. But in the month of April, Mercury is taking Ketu's energy in your 4th house. And Mercury will be in its retrograde motion, but Mercury will be in its debilitated sign. Mercury will be in a weak position in your 4th house. And Ketu is already moving in your 4th house. You may get some type of disturbance at your workplace. You may have to face some type of difficulty with your bosses, with your co-workers. You need to stick to your job, to leave your job, because there are chances you may have to face difficulty again till Ketu is moving in your 10th house. So your 7th house lord will be also moving in your 4th house in its retrograde motion. You may have to face some type of argument and ego battles with your spouse if you are married right now, also with your business partnership. But you have, as we discussed previously, you will have support of Venus in its exalted position. Although Mercury will be in a retrograde motion, Rahu is already moving in your 4th house, but somehow you will get the support of Venus in the month of April all the uh, regarding all the 7th house and 10th house related matter. So we can expect these results from Mercury for all the Sagittarius and people in the month of April. Now let's talk about Venus. For all the Sagittarius and people, Venus controls your 11th house and your 8th house. And right now Venus is moving in your 4th house in its exalted position in the sign of Pisces. 11th house deals with your friend circle, your professional network circle is seen from 11th house, your gains in life is seen from 11th house, your hopes and wishes and fulfillment of hopes and wishes is seen from 11th house, your elder brothers and sisters, your elder brothers and sisters seen from 11th house, your gains in bulk is also seen from 11th house. 6th house deals with your court case, litigation, arguments, your fights, your daily routine in context of work is seen from 6th house. Your commitment loans, your competition, your court cases, and your hidden enemies also seen from 6th house. So right now, 6th house and 11th house Lord will be moving its retrograde motion in its exalted position in your 4th house in the sign of Pisces. And Venus will stay here till 25th of April. After 25th of April, Venus will move from your 4th house to your 5th house in the sign of Aries, where Jupiter is already moving. So in the month of April, you will get good result regarding your properties, vehicles, and you will get the support, because your support system is also seen from 11th house, and 11th house Lord will be moving in the 4th house, so you will get support some type of during your difficulties in your life regarding your 4th house related matter, as we discussed previously in Mercury and Rahu, Sun and Mercury section. But after 25th of April, when your 11th house Lord will be moving in your 5th house, and from 5th house, Venus will also aspect its own house, and Jupiter is already moving in your 5th house, so we can expect great result regarding your gains related matter, regarding your hopes and wishes and fulfillment of hopes and wishes related matter, regarding your children's love relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance related matter. So we can expect these results from Venus for all the Sagittarius ascendant people in the month of April. Now let's talk about Mars. For all the Sagittarius ascendant people, Mars controls your 5th house and your 12th house. And right now Mars is moving in your 3rd house in the sign of Aquarius. Mars will stay here in your 3rd house till 23rd of April. After 23rd of April, Mars will move from your 3rd house to 4th house in the sign of Pisces. 5th house, as we discussed previously in Sun section, 5th house deals with your children, your love relationship, your early education is seen from 5th house, your mental abilities, your planning abilities, how genius you are, how smart you are is seen from 5th house, your children's, your love relationship, your girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance related matter is also seen from 5th house. Uh, 12th house deals with foreign settlement, foreign related matter is seen from 12th house, space, isolation, sleep pattern, dreams, all the paranormal activities also seen from 12th house. Your long-term investment, your donation is seen from 12th house. So right now 12th house and your 5th house Lord will be moving in your third house, and Mars stay here till 23rd of April, and Mars also has the support of your third house Lord Saturn. So third house deal with your younger brothers, sisters, your cousins, neighbors, childhood friends seen from third house. Your ability to do hard work is seen from third house. How brave you are, how smart you are is also seen from third house. How your handwritings, your skills, your hand skills, how for how much is what skills God gives you, what what skills regarding your hand, what skills regarding your hand God gave you is represented by third house. 12th house Lord will be moving in your third house. We can expect you may have to face some type of short distance travel, and you may have to deal some type of problem related, some type of some so we can expect in the month of April you may have. So we can expect being your 12th house Lord is moving your third house. 12th house will be the expenses and losses as well. So when your 12th house Lord will be moving in your third house, we can expect your younger brothers and sisters may have to face some type of difficulty in their life. You need to guide them. Also, we can expect you may have to put a lot of effort in your work, whatever you are doing, due to presence of Mars, due to presence of Mars in your 12th house. And 12th house Lord will be moving in your third house. Saturn is already moving. Saturn is generally represent structure, hardworking, but right now Saturn in its own sign, it's second, and whenever Saturn will be in Aquarius, and Saturn gives lighter result as compared to when Saturn will be in a Capricorn sign. So house Lord will be moving in the third house, and third house, as we discussed previously, you will have to face some type of struggle related matter regarding the fifth house related matter, but you don't need to worry a lot due to presence of Jupiter. You are taking Jupiter's energy in your third house in the sign of Aquarius in the month of April. So we can expect these results from Mars for all the Sagittarius and people in the month of April. Talk about Moon. For all the Sagittarius and people, Moon controls your eighth house, and right now Moon is moving in your third house in the sign of Aquarius. The positions of planets you're watching on whiteboard is set according to 6th of April. And on the basis of 6th April, we are predicting for a whole month because Moon is a very fast moving planet. Moon changes sign in 2.5 days. If we try to predict Moon in single video for every house, then video will get too lengthy and it will be very difficult for us to describe. But here we will try to make you understand how can you judge your Moon transit in your chart easily. So first of all, whenever Moon is moving near 6th, 8th and 12th house, during these days we can expect we may have some type of issues, problem and difficulties in our life because these house considered as naturally malefic house in astrology. Somehow issues, problem and difficulties are always associated with these house. And Moon is a sensitive and delicate planet. Moon get influenced very easily. Either it is a positive thing or negative. Second important thing to judge Moon transit is that whenever Moon is moving near any naturally malefic planet from any house, during these days also we can expect we may have some type of issues, problem and difficulties in our life, and especially issues, problem, and whenever Moon is moving near any naturally malefic planet from any house in transit during these days, also we can expect we may have some type of issues, problem, and difficulties in our life. And naturally malefic planets are Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, and Mars. So during these days, also we can expect we may have some type of issues, problem, and difficulty. And issues, problem, and difficulties will come from the house significance through which Moon is moving near naturally malefic, right? So that's the vision. Now let's talk about solar eclipse. As we discussed previously, you had solar eclipse in your fourth house on 8th of April. Solar eclipse involving your ninth house lord. So ninth house will be for long distance travel, your teachers, mentor, higher education. You may have to face some type of issues regarding your fourth house related matter as we discussed previously due to presence of eclipse in your fourth house, and Mercury will be in a retrograde motion in its debilitation sign. So you need to be take care of these matter in the month of April, and it is not necessary the result of eclipse will be felt on the day of its occurrence. You may be felt the result of solar eclipse on 1 week away. The Solar eclipse. It is not necessary you will feel the. It is not necessary. It is not felt on the day of its occurrence. It may be felt after the 1 week of the solar eclipse and before the 1 week of the solar eclipse. We'll have 5 major astrological events in the month of April. First of all, as we discussed previously, Sun is right now moving in your fourth house, and Sun will stay here in your fourth house till 14th of April. After 14th of April, Sun will move from your fourth house to fifth house in the sign of Aries. Second major astrological event is that Mercury will be in its retrograde motion in your fourth house in its debilitation sign, and Mercury will stay retrograde till 25th of April. Major astrological event is that Mars is right now moving in your third house, and Mars will stay here till 23rd of April. After 23rd of April, Mars will move from the third house to fourth house in the sign of Pisces. Fourth major astrological event is that Venus is right now moving in your fourth house, and Venus will stay here in your fourth house till 25th of April. After 25th of April, Venus will move from your fourth house to fifth house in the sign of Aries. And last major astrological event is that you had solar eclipse in your fourth house on 8th of April. For today's video, monthly prediction for the month of April 2024 for all the Sagittarius Ascendant ends here. I hope you will like this video, and this video will prove very beneficial for you. And if you found this video helpful, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you in next video. Till that, Allah Hafiz. Take care.